All right, so I was working on 3 games at the same time. We have the Thief game based on the guard template, and then I added a run ability which changes the detection sphere radius, and I added a debug so that you can see the sphere radius. And then I also added like a pickup that does the same thing as the debug, so that the player, because it actually looked really cool, whatever the AI did. For the second game, the dolphin, I need the dolphin to follow you around. The AI kept compacting the context, so it's like it does like so much work that it like runs out of buffer. Maybe they lowered the buffer amount, context per user or something, because it seemed to be happening a lot. Maybe the thing I was asking for was just way too gnarly. And yeah, that could be it. Maybe I need to use Codex for that instead of Roblox AI Assistant. So that's another thing. I was using Roblox AI Assistant because I was using my Codex. I wonder how many codexes I could use at the same time with one account. Maybe on different computers you could, right?
And that's where my camera cuts out. So we really are making 3 games at the same time. We have the Sneaky Sword Stealer, we have Dolphin Pets, aka Dynamic Dolphins, and we have Trench to Trench, aka Sky Raiders, aka Commando World. So we're working on names, but yeah, I had to, as you see here, I told AI to do it for me because that is fantastic. Codex. We want, if we're in the current place, okay, if we're in the production place where I've been putting everything live, and if I make a game breaking change, it just totally ruins actual schmactual gameplay of real live players. Yeah, if you're there, then and you're my user ID, it sends you to a secret, top secret level, which is the exact same level. It sends you to the exact same level. But then when I'm trying new changes, instead of pushing them to the let me turn down the volume on this. I'm just gonna edit out the volume. I'm not gonna need the volume on that. This has volume and it's annoying. I should actually keep it low. I'll keep it low for you. Instead of making changes that break everything, I can put them in a secret level, and then it'll transfer over there. I also needed to have a key, bound the P key on PC to break that. Here I'm in the game. I have actual live players. I have people who want to play this. Don't ask me why in the world view your hands are on your head holding the gun. I don't know. But and I'm never gonna know because the AI is gonna fix it for me. So here you can pick up guns. The game is great. It feels so great. And I'm at 2.9k right now views. People are loving it. They are loving it. I had a deathmatch initially. No mobile controls. And that's a recipe for disaster. No one wants it. But with the NPCs and the actual good gameplay, which, you know, is just sort of happy-go-lucky, came across. So we have 2 players in here, so there's 3 of us in the game at the same time. So I've been trying to come up with ways to support multiplayer in a single player story, right? So here we're doing the per player enemy spawning waves and checkpoints. And then, you know, I'm getting to a point where I have actual players. I can't make this into another map because the permissions will be all messed up. I can't make it into another game, what they call an experience. I can't make it into a separate experience. But you can make it into another level. Now, I don't know how to share code between the levels. So literally each level is its own game, but they're grouped under the same game, what's known as an experience. So now that we've learned all of this, we are ready to rock on Roblox so freaking hard, dude, that I'm making 3 games at the same time. I got my Dolphins game. I went to look up a toolbox concept, and this here should have been edited out, which is not going to because now I'm talking through it. The Roblox toolkit gave me a tutorial, and that came with a demonstration project about controlling NPCs. So, I kind of wish here. I don't even know what that button does. I was kind of hoping to like talk to some players, but of course, Roblox just introduced all the age gating. Now, hopefully, I could find some players that are over 21 to tell me some feedback on the game. This is what I'm hoping. I need to set up like a Discord or something. I need feedback. Well, going forward, it's not so important right now. But yeah, doing 3 at the same time. I mean, I'm using AI on one, Codex on another. So so AI assistant here. Ooh, teleporting. Oh, this is a different clip where we're testing the teleporting. This is what the teleporting looks like. So it's going to send me to the other map. And later I added a cancel button. Because maybe I don't want to switch to a different user. Maybe I just want to actually test the live. Right, so here you're on development. I added that like development label. And then we're going to switch over to working on the dolphin game. This was kind of a weird, funny thing. I was like, oh, I could just make a terrain thing. Because I wanted some cool hilly terrain underneath on the ocean floor. I'm building an ocean floor around this island I found, which has terrible collision modeling. It's not the worst case scenario ever, but it like extends out. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I might have to make my own collision modeling for that whole thing. I don't know how to properly do that, or maybe AI could slap it around. I don't know. Maybe I could do it quickly. It looks like it's going to take forever to fix the collisions on this, unless I can export it to Blender or make my own island, which is a possibility, because for some reason on the ground I get proper shadows, but not on that island bit. And so the shadow is on the top of the island proper, but then totally misses the whole side. Anyway, that's a whole thing. Here I'm going to take the mountains. There's like a dark color and a green color for each mountain, and then join them as a model, not a folder, so that I can grab them and move them around and manipulate them easier. And we're gonna do all this activity, and what are we gonna do? We are gonna make an ocean map. We're making an ocean. And then I added another ground level, and it's angling down. So I'm thinking, you're going to swim with your dolphin. This is a dolphin game. I have everything set up with the sorry, I'm getting so distracted. I'm like smelling like garlic, and I'm wondering what the hell is going on. What's going on out there? So this is a dolphin game. It's going to be fantastic. We had the whole aquarium set up and the billboards and everything, but I wanted to move to a full system. I want to do kind of a slime RNG thing where the dolphin's going around and picking up coins and finding stuff off the seafloor, and looks great. So here you see me jumping from the top where we have the whatever, and we're getting down on the island and doing stuff. And, that's it. It's, hoping to make a kind of incremental idler, sort of like slime RNG, but also like a pet simulator. That's a great little island to start with. It's great inspo. This is all the assets I need to, start cruising. With AI now, you can make a procedural model, so I'm thinking about doing that. Like I could make a procedural object that uses those mountains, and then you draw a line or you draw a curve and then it places the mountains randomly. So all this work that I'm doing here, spinning them around, I could do that automatically with some procedural objects. Here is the thief game, right? I don't really know what the mechanic would be for, you know, when you run, you'll see when you press shift and you run, the circle gets bigger. Of course, it's sped up here, so it's hard to see, but I might have to look at the original Thief series and some Metal Gear Solid and see, you know, maybe I want them to actually stare and have like line of sight as well as hearing. It's an interesting concept to play with. Then you can actually see the sphere where they can see you from by getting a pickup. It just looks cool. It just seemed like a cool idea, but at the very least, I need these patrol bots in their state machine for somewhere in Trench to Trench, because I already have the truck that drives around, but of course I'm gonna have patrolling bots somewhere, so you know, not bad to get used to that. Have some example code, taking lots of backups, and we're still chipping away on this. So I learned the, you know, sea level tool. We fill it all with real water. Looks great. Does all the swimming automatically. You know, spend a lot of time to get it all set up. And then I wanted to put in, you know, you have the dolphins swimming. I had the dolphins swimming around before. It looked great, but let's put them in the new water. And then the AI is kind of like failing on that. It's kind of choking and sputtering and keeps saying, oh, we gotta redo the context, we gotta compact the context, which is not great. So we're doing thief. I'm just going back and forth. I'm working on the thief concept. I'm letting the AI run on Trench to Trench and Dolphins. Trench to Trench, I did a system that gives you points for surviving when the enemies are shooting at you and there's enemies close by. So, what is it? Is the teleport was specific? Yeah, we're putting the cancel buttons in there. But yes, having survival points. So basically getting points the longer you're staying. So maybe you can, you know, get like a free NPC. Right now you have like 5 NPCs following you around if you're the first one in the server, but I really want each person to be able to have their own NPCs following them around as like a purchasable, or, you know, with coins or with Roblox. So we're moving in that direction. That's the work that has to be done and managed. Here I have to, every time I have to save it to the secret test map and to the development map. So I don't know, it's getting pretty juicy, but I'm figuring stuff out. We're getting solutions to all of my problems, and we're gonna get this game out in front of the people who are absolutely hungry for this game. I tells you what, they are absolutely starving for it.